this is Jill from Paper Daisy Crafting. Thank you for joining me again today. And our project today is this rather beautiful little card. Again, using the Dashing Deer bundle, just using the dies this time. I've used one of the Detailed Deer dies. Just so pretty, and this one would be ideal if you wanted to just bang out a load of Christmas cards, because you've got a load to send. Do this really quickly, would take no time at all to put together, and looks really effective and really lovely. As you can see, I've made my card here. It's got a pool party base, and my colours at the back here in Pool Party and Bermuda Bay. Thought I'd change it up a little bit for the video, so today we're going to do a pink version. So I'm going to put this card to one side and show you how I made it. This background, by the way, is actually from the Little Elephant stamp set. When I saw this stamp set, I looked at that and I thought that will make a great element for adding backgrounds and things to cards. And I'm not wrong, because I've actually used it here. First time I've used that set, actually. I must get it out and use it a bit more. Anyway, so how did I make my card? So I'm going to start off with a panel, of Whisper White. This is our normal Whisper White. It doesn't need to be thick because it's going to be mounted on a card blank. And my panel measures 9.5 centimetres by 13.8 centimetres, which means that when we get to sticking it on our card blank, there will be a border of about 0.5 centimetre all the way around, because this is 1 centimetre smaller. So if I put it up in the corner there, can you see it's about 1 centimetre smaller all the way around? And if you're working in inches, it's 1/2 inch smaller, so that you've got 1/4 inch all the way around. So our card blank measures 10.5 by 14.8. Our panel measures 9.5 by 13.8. I will give the measurements in inches on my blog, so pop over there. The details will be below to take you to the right post when I've done. Okay, so we're going to take the panel. Don't stick it on your card blank before you do the stamping, because if the stamping goes wrong, you've then wasted a card blank as well. If it goes wrong on here, you've only wasted a panel. What I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to put a little mark in the centre, because I want my stamping to be roughly in the middle, so roughly there. I just want to know where the middle is, and I'm going to rub that out later on, or else my deer is going to go in over it. So taking my the stamp from the Little Elephant, and I'm going to work in 2 inks today. I'm going to be working with Powder Pink, which is one of the in colours from last year, and Flirty Flamingo. As you can see, I've got 2 different styles of stamp pad here, an old one and a new one, but that doesn't matter. So I'm going to take my Flirty Flamingo first, and I'm going to stamp, if I can get that to squeeze in this, really stiff, these stamp pads when they're new. And I'm going to stamp in Flirty Flamingo just to the right of my mark, where I mark the middle of the thing, and about 1 inch or a couple of centimetres from the top. So I'm just going to stamp there. And although I could stamp my other Flirty Flamingo one, I'm not going to. I'm going to change the ink over, so I'm going to bring in my Stampin' Scrub. That's what I was looking for, the word I was looking for. Just clean that off, and I'm going to come in with Powder Pink, and I'm actually going to turn the stamp around so that it's upside down for this one. You see, it's kind of random, but just want to make it even more different. So there we go. And then this one is going to go lower, so that's going to go about there. Of course, it's very random, this, so it doesn't really matter. Now I can stamp my other Powder Pink one, and I'm going to keep the stamp the same way, and again it's staggered from where the other one was. There we go. And the last one, which is going to be in Flirty Flamingo, so I've done with the Powder Pink now. Other one is in Flirty Flamingo, so I'll just clean that off again. Don't know what I would do without my Stampin' Scrub. So easy to use and so effective. There we go. And I'm going to turn it round again and put that at the tops. so that it goes about there. And like I said, this is meant to be quite random, so they don't have to be evenly spaced or anything. So there we go, there's my background in pinks. Will dry, it looks very bright in there, but it will dry a bit paler than that. The inks do dry a bit paler. So there we go. Oh, I need my Flirty ink. I've just closed it. I'm just going to stamp the greeting, and the greeting I used was this little one here, 'Tis the Season, and it's from the Itty Bitty Greetings set. This is there's two boxes of stamps here, but this is the one that I'm using today, just 'Tis the Season. Love those little stamps. And so I've just got that mounted on a block. Make sure I've got it the right way up, and just stamp that at the bottom somewhere. There we go, lovely. Okay, I can just come in with a rubber and rub out my pencil mark now, just in case my reindeer doesn't cover it up. So that just gave me a clue where to put them. There we go. And then I'm going to come in with my reindeer. I've already die cut him. He, like I say, he was one of the, where's my set? He's one of the dies that comes with this bundle, the Dashing Deer bundle. I keep all my dies in the stamp set, with the stamp set, and they're there. It's this die here that I have cut out, and I've cut it from our silver glimmer paper. There we go. They're called Detailed Deers, those dies on their own, but right, okay, so I've already started putting some dimensionals on the back here, so I'm just going to put another couple. Just finish off doing that, or one more actually, and then I'm just going to take off the backing of these, which is a bit of a fiddly job. Actually, I'm going to bring in my tweezers because I find that easier than using that. If you press down in the middle, the sides come up, so you get a bit more purchase on the backing. And then these little backing bits will find their way all over your house. You'll find them whatever you're doing. I find them on my bedroom carpet, in the bathroom, in the lounge. There we go. So my little reindeer is just going to plonk on top of my background there. And then I'm going to bring in some Tombow glue and glue him to my card base if I can pick it up. There we go. So where's my Tombow? There we go. So I'm going to use the wide end again because I find that's better for spreading the glue on the cards. I don't know if you can see if that's coming out. Feels like it's coming out, I just can't see it. Oh, there we go, you can see it now. There we go. So, and this end gives you a chance to really spread the glue out so that you get a nice fine layer and no thick blobs that are going to squeeze out under your card. There we go. That will do. So I'm going to pop him there. The only thing I've got left to do now is make sure I get it the right way up. Very unusual Christmas colour scheme this. Don't know what you think of it. But I've been working with some non-traditional colours this year and I'm quite liking it. There we go. And the last thing I'm going to do is pop on some self-adhesive sequins. So I'm just going to come in with my tweezers again. Make sure you get under the sequin so that you get the self-adhesive, because sometimes that stays on the sheet. So there's one. I'm going to put a little cluster of 3 up in this corner. We do have this, the new tool, the Pick Me Up tool, which would be great for doing this as well, but I haven't actually invested in one yet. I'm sure I will before very long. Do another cluster of 3 down here. It does make it so much easier with these sequins than being self-adhesive. And maybe just one more. I'm going to pop that one there. There we go. And that's my card finished. I'm just going to bring my bone folder in and just press down. I like these edges to be really stuck down nicely so you can get a bit of pressure on there with your bone folder. There we go. So we've got 2 cards, one with pinks and one with turquoises. Don't know which one you prefer, but very, very easy little card to make. And like I say, would be great if you're churning out loads. It would be really one, you could probably make 20 or 30 of those in an evening without any problem. So I hope you've liked the project today. Like I say, all the details will be on my blog, the measurements and everything, so pop down and have a click through to my blog. You can subscribe to my blog so that you get a notification every time I post, and I always put my videos on my blog post, so you'll never miss a video. But if you just want to subscribe to my video channel, that's fine as well. You can do that below, and don't forget to press the little bell, which will mean you'll get a notification every time I post a video as well. So thank you for joining me today. All of the products, of course, are available in my online shop, so again, go through to my blog, or actually I think the link to my shop is in the notes below as well. That's it from me today. Hope you have a lovely day. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.